Greetings, and we are back. Welcome to the channel where we talk about everything U.S. news, headlines, and we make it fun, interesting, and we're even going to go into some of the tickers and talk about some of the companies and tickers that are making the headlines. So, Josh, I see you there. Welcome. Greetings. It is an interesting day. If you're looking at gas prices, oil prices, it's also an interesting day. My goodness gracious. Oil is at 104 last time I checked. Josh, good morning. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Welcome. Yeah, let's start this one off. My name is James. I'm from the U.S., from the Midwest actually. And if you know much about the Midwest, there's not a whole lot going on there except for farming and sports. And yeah, that wasn't very good either. But I enjoyed numbers. I was good at numbers, and that's what got me into engineering. Engineering got me into looking at charts, patterns, and things, and that's how I got curious about the markets. World Free Speech. Good morning to you too as well. Let's rock and roll, huh? We got oil bursting through 104. We got the Nasdaq making all-time highs. What else is new? What's going on in your world with the oil bursting to 104 on Brent Crude. Let me know what gas prices are in your area and how it's affecting you. And also, let me see, what else can we talk about? For example, the first things, let's go into this right here. Some of the things we're going to get into today. We'll talk a lot about Elon Musk's dream inches closer to Optimus Prime. Let's see, let's see. Good luck. No, but you can contact me. You can contact me here if you want. No Discord, but I do have a WhatsApp. So feel free to contact me on WhatsApp if you want. There's that. Right. And yeah, there's for you. Good luck. And done. Also, some other things that we'll talk about besides Optimus Prime and Elon Musk. We'll talk about what happened with the Tesla earnings. Yeah. And did Tesla go up or Tesla go down? We'll talk about that. Let's see. Newmar X1. Good morning from Florida. What's the gas prices in Florida? Let me know. Yeah. And which, if you want to, I don't want to make it too personal, but if you want to share where in Florida you're at, I'm curious to know, but go ahead, no problem. I know it's the internet, so you never want to put out too much information, but I was just curious. Josh, yeah, Tampa. All right. Thanks, Josh. Thanks for sharing. What's the gas in Tampa like, Josh? Let me curious. And we'll talk about Tesla. We'll get into that. And bang. Tesla missed the revenue, but beats the profit as auto margins jump. We'll get into more of that. 375. Man, it's a steal. They're giving it away. It's on sale. Yeah, well, good for you, Josh. I'm glad it's still semi-affordable. But yeah, interesting. 375. Josh, what do you think it's right now since, what is it? Let's see, look at, okay, Brent dropped down to 103.6. West Texas is at 94.6. What do you think, for example, 375 is right now, Josh, how much has it gone up recently? Like, is it going up a little bit every day or every week? How's it working? And let's see, Peter, am I wearing pants? No, I'm sitting here completely naked. Thanks for the question. Thanks for keeping it fun, by the way, Peter. Let's see, right here. Yeah, it's fairly stable. I go to Costco to get it. Okay, thanks, Josh. Pete, have a blessed day. You too. Let's see. All right. Done. Yeah. All right. Now, yeah, West Texas at 94.59. Brent's at 103.6. Yeah. Anyway, let me know. Anybody else? Let's see. Newmar X. Let's see. West Palm Beach. Interesting. So so it's 385 in West Palm Beach, and according to let's see, and it's 375. Yeah, 375 in Tampa. So 375 in Tampa, and 385 in West Palm Beach. Yeah, interesting. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing. Yeah. All right. Now, also, where was I looking at? We were talking about Tesla. We were talking about where was it? I missed my. Oh yeah, Tesla missed on revenue but beats on the profit as auto margins jumped. We'll talk about what happened with Tesla. Also, that's coming up. Also, another one we'll talk about quickly. TMC shows smaller, faster chips without a pricey new tool from ASML. Okay. Taking back Oregon. I got you. Here, let me put you on the list. EVLV. Got you. You're on the list. Take back Oregon. I'll get with your ticker symbol in just a minute. Thank you very much for asking. Okay, and yeah, Taiwan Semiconductor shows a smaller, faster chip without the new tool from ASML. ASML is the Dutch company that you know that makes a lot of the equipment for this. Here we go. We'll touch on that. Also, we'll touch on Intel. Intel to report first quarter earnings as CPUs become key to AI growth. We'll get into that. If you're looking at Texas Instruments, they just soared after data center demand jumped up on their sales. We'll get into Texas Instruments. And also, here's one. Europe, in case you didn't know this, Europe was falling behind US and China on AI data center buildup, according to Nokia CEO. And Nokia, let's see, AI boom lifts Nokia sales shares hit a 16-year high after beating their earnings. Again, that's Nokia. If anybody's looking or following them, okay, always. There we go. Thank you very much for those likes and shares. I appreciate it. Also, if you're it's springtime, people are thinking about travel, the summer, etc. If you're thinking about traveling, well, I'm not sure which airline you're going to use. United Airlines just slashed their 2026 forecast because of basically fuel charges are surging. Yes, the demand is strong, but the fuel charges are surging. Brian, LOBEF. Got you, Brian. Thank you. Got it. You're on the list, Brian. Thank you very much. All right, and then right here, that's United. Also, Southwest Airlines forecast below estimates on higher fuel. So every airline is being hit by fuel charges, and they're lowering their estimates because of it. Yeah, gotta have a sense of humor with this stuff. It's going to be interesting. So also, Nvidia, if you're following them, Nvidia stayed above that psychological 200, which is interesting if you're following them. And they just backed the AI company Vast Data at a $30 billion valuation. So that's coming up. Also, right here, IBM shares drop as the company beats beats the put ups to maintain guidance. So yeah, IBM company shares drop right there with a surpassed the consensus on the top and bottom lines with 9% revenue growth. And yeah, their shares slipped 6% yesterday. Yeah, we'll talk about IBM. Also in the headlines, Microsoft expands their AI footprint in Australia with an $18 billion investment. Yeah. And Google unveils chips for AI training and inference and latest shot at Nvidia. Let's see. Yeah, they're specifically for, they have a chip to run artificial intelligent models and a separate processor to train the models. Yeah. Also right here, if you're interested in makeup, maybe not. Lazarmeth, hello. L'Oreal stock just jumped up 9% after impressive earnings, on track for the biggest gain in 18 years. So L'Oreal's on track for the biggest gain in 18 years. The world's largest cosmetics company reported first quarter organic sales growth of 7.6%, way ahead of expectations that were around 3%. Yeah, so underlying growth was very impressive. Shares popped as much as 10% after it reported the strong growth ahead of the expectations yesterday. So for all of you into L'Oreal, there you go. And right here, let's see, I got you, Uzi4679, always like Texas Instruments. Good for you. That's coming up as well in the stream. All right, and also ServiceNow, I get asked about ServiceNow a lot, quite a bit actually. They just dropped 14% as their subscription revenue takes a hit from the Iran war. And yeah, first quarter earnings. Yeah, ServiceNow beat Wall Street's first quarter earnings expectations and upped its fiscal year guidance, but the company has made, where is it? Yeah, we'll talk about that. And then also, here's another headline. Oil extends gain as peace negotiations between U.S. and Iran stall. Surprise, surprise, right on that one? Yeah. In Asian markets, mostly ended lower as U.S. reported intercepts Iranian oil tankers. Yes. Peace, right? Rattling fragile ceasefire optimism. It's not much of a ceasefire, I don't think. And also, Iran says it has seized 2 ships in the Strait of Hormuz after U.S. extends a ceasefire. Yeah. So who's seizing their fire? Let's see. And again, for those of you just jumping in and you're curious what the heck this is the channel where we talk about everything U.S. news, headlines, and everything in between, and we make it fun. And if you have a question about a company you're looking at, company you're interested, just put the ticker symbol in the comments, and we can look at that a little bit later in the program, okay? There's a time during the program when we do all that. But, let's go deeper. Let's see, for the headlines that we're looking at right here. Yeah, so let's see. Mediocrities, I like that name. What's the ticker symbol on that? Do you know the symbol for that one? Mediocrities? I see your, okay, got you, okay. You're on the list. Thank you very much for the question. Not a tiny threat. I like that name. Hello, and greetings. Not a tiny threat. If you have a symbol, just a ticker symbol, just drop it there. Okay. Elon Musk's Optimus dream inches closer to reality. Tesla said preparations for Tesla's Optimus line would begin in Q2, with Optimus V3 likely shown in late July or August this year. Let's see. Not a tiny threat. What's the ticker symbol? Okay. All right. And Tesla said in its Q1 earnings report that preparations for the company's first large-scale Optimus factory are beginning located in Tesla's Fremont plant, where the Model S and Model X assembly lines will be converted for Optimus production. Tesla says this line could potentially produce 1 million robots a year, which seems like the kind of lofty target Musk is known for making, 1 million a year. Let's see. Okay, not a tiny threat. Thank you very much for clarifying that. Got it. Okay, I'll check that out later. Just give me time on that. Let's see. Is there anything wrong with wearing a shirt and tie and shorts? Ton on business. And even if I was wearing shorts, would there be a problem with that? Keep your sense of humor. Good morning and greetings. Have a great day. Oh, don't be so sad just because you're having a bad day. Anyway, welcome. Gotta have a sense of humor. Huh? The Gigafactory Texas will eventually house a second generation Optimus line with an even more audacious long-term target of 10 million robots a year. 10 million robots a year. And Musk has big plans for Tesla, even beyond, look at this, even beyond its own factory floors where Optimus is planned to work on battery construction and other tasks. Look at that massive place. Tesla is racing to establish that commercial beachhead before the field becomes overcrowded. Yeah, let's see. Oh, not a tiny threat. I'm also on not a tiny threat. I'm also on YouTube as well. Yeah. Home follower, thank you for the likes. I appreciate that. Embodied AI or physical AI is something Tesla has spent years building, from AI data centers and training clusters to train FSD to robotics infrastructure to build robots powered by Tesla software and eventually in-house made chips. Yeah. The Optimus V3 will reveal will likely be pushed to the late July or August. And Musk and Tesla believe Optimus could be a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity, with Musk previously claiming there would be one or two robots for every human on Earth. I'll repeat that. They believe there's gonna be one or two robots for every human on Earth. Interesting. Not a tiny threat. I'm going to look it up on TradingView later. I'll give you some of the information on that. And then if you have further questions on that, you can just contact me outside the stream and ask. But this is an educational channel, so I just give you the information about it. And on this platform, that's all I can do. But if you want, after the stream, you can contact me and learn more about it. If you want, it's just your choice. Let's see. But yeah, I'll look it up for you later on TradingView. Not a tiny threat. Wall Street is bullish on robotics, though not as exuberant as Musk. While we don't expect any significant near-term contribution from Optimus, we see potential long-term opportunity, and our team forecasts global humanoid robot shipments globally by today. Yeah, wow. What do you guys think? There would be one or two robots for every human on Earth. What do you think about that? Give me your thoughts. Also, here a little bit about Tesla's earnings. The shares fall slightly as management raises capital expenditure guidance. And here we go. Right here. Tesla's first quarter earnings saw strong year-over-year growth in operating profits and free cash flow. However, shares were down 1% in after-hours trading on April 22nd at the time of writing, as the market reacted to management raising its 2026 CapEx guidance. Yeah, they raised their CapEx guidance, and that changed a lot. I'm joining the broadcast from... Okay, Amir, greetings to you too. Okay, welcome, and thank you for the... Yeah. Got it, no problem. Thank you, Michael. Yes, I'll be looking at that ticker symbol later too. Maybe take back Oregon. Maybe one per... maybe one per human. The price. I don't know. It didn't list the price. Yeah. If that's your question, if you're asking about the price, I don't know. Yeah. And Michael, I'll get to that one in just a little bit, okay? And Amir, greetings. And sorry. Take back Oregon household. Yes, maybe one per household. And what would be the price? Yeah, that's a good question too. Yeah, Oregon. Let's see. Okay, now here we go. Why it matters. They expect over 25 billion in 2026, roughly triple of 2025, while also guiding to negative free cash flow for the remainder of the year. We think investors are reacting to the negative free cash flow guidance, sending shares down. Okay, if you're curious about Tesla, that's a good one. Let's see. We don't even have enough GPUs for consumer demand. How are they gonna make so many? Yeah, Uzi 4679. I know. I share your same sentiment. Yeah. HM Osama. Just keep watching the show. You can also go to my my homepage. That's fine. Yeah, but just enjoy the show. If you have specific questions about a company or a ticker symbol, just put the ticker symbol in the comments. And then just go to my YouTube channel and I go to my homepage. You can learn more. Okay. And can change color. Oregon is still. Yeah, take back Oregon. Hopefully it can change color. Yeah. All right. That's a little bit about Tesla. Now let's go on. Right here. Shares of the electric vehicle maker initially rose about 4% in extended trading, but gave up their gains after the company said on the earnings call that spending this year will be $5 billion above prior guidance. And Tesla stock has underperformed all of its mega cap peers so far this year, dropping 14% as of Wednesday's close. The company's core automotive business continues to struggle against competitors across the globe like China's BYD and Xiaomi. Revenue increased 16% in the quarter, from 19.3 billion a year earlier, according to Tesla's earnings statement. And its auto segment revenue also rose 16% to 16.2 billion from 14 billion a year ago. But yeah, that's a little bit about them. Also going on here too, I keep hearing Oregon. Not a tiny threat. No, I was talking with somebody else that's from Oregon. That's all. Yeah. What's the name of this news feed? Oh, sorry, I missed some message. Okay, Hale, I got your message. Just keep watching, keep learning, okay? And you can always contact me after the stream if you want to know more specifics, okay? Feel free to do that. And yeah, no problem, Hale. I got you. All right, there we go. Okay, and also looking here at TSMC. Let's see. HI Mosama QBTS. Okay, QBTS. Okay, I got your ticker symbol HI Mosama, and I'll look it up in just a bit when I start doing that. Okay, but first here with the little news updates. Taiwan Semiconductor shows smaller, faster chips without a new tool from ASML. Showed its newest generation of chip manufacturing technology, saying it expects to be able to create smaller, faster chips without requiring expensive new machines from ASML. Okay, there's that. And then the global chip giant that makes chips for Nvidia, Apple, and Google, among others, showed 2 improvements of chip making technology. One called A13, which will go into production in 2029 and likely be used for AI chips, and one called N2U, a more affordable option that can be used to make chips for phones and laptops, as well as AI chips. Okay, DP Diver. Okay, can you give me the ticker symbol on that, please? And then I'll look it up later. Okay, DP Diver, I got your message. Just let me know. For all the technologies Taiwan Semiconductor showed on Wednesday, it's planning to squeeze more gains out of its existing extreme ultraviolet lithography machines from the Dutch supplier and ASML rather than move to new generation EUV machines. So it's going to squeeze more technology out of its current machines from ASML instead of buying new machines from ASML, which at 400 million each. Okay, these machines are insane. Let's see. I just missed my favorite burrito shop. I'm from Mediocrities. I see your message. Let's see. Take Back Oregon. Again. Okay. Take Back Oregon. Do you have the ticker symbol? Please just give me the ticker symbol if you have it, just so I get the right thing. Okay. Okay. So again, these machines coming from ASML to make these lithography machines, $400 million a piece, and are roughly double the cost of older machines. My God! So the other older machines are 200 million, and these new ones are 400 million. Okay. Hale, here you go. If you're asking for it, there's my Hale. There you go. Just send me a WhatsApp, Hale, and I'll get you after the stream. Okay? Yeah. Here you go. Okay. And then right here, this is what I think. This is where I think our R&D has done exceptionally well in terms of leveraging EUV technology while setting an aggressive technology. Yeah. So they're going to try to squeeze all that they can out of the older machines, which are $200 million, instead of upgrading to a $400 million machine. That's Taiwan Semiconductor working with ASML. Okay. Thanks, Hale. And also, Intel to report first quarter earnings as CPUs become key to AI growth. Let's see, DP Diver IoT, got it. Okay, that's coming up. Stay tuned. If you have other ticker symbols, just let me know and drop them in the comments. Take Back Oregon, can you hear me now? I hope so. And okay, So right now, yeah, Intel missed out on the initial AI boom due to its lack of chips capable of running AI models, as well as those from Nvidia. And while Nvidia took full advantage, let's see right here. Um, but for Q1, Intel is expected to report earnings per share of 0.01 on revenue of 12.36 billion, according to Bloomberg analyst consensus. Company saw an earnings per share of 13 cents and revenue of 12.67 billion in the same quarter last year. Interesting. We'll look at Intel in just a moment as well. Texas Instruments, the person that said they wanted Texas Instruments, this headline is for you. There we go. Texas Instruments soars after data center demand increases sales. Here we go. Revenue will be 5 billion to 5.4 billion in the second quarter. The company said in a statement Wednesday, analysts had estimated 4.85 billion on average, and the resurgence in demand for industrial components spanned all geographies and segments. CEO said on conference call, there's a lot of room to grow, he said, across all sectors of industrial. Texas Instruments also claimed a bigger share of data center spending, which has now been fueled by demand for AI. Interesting. The company's data center now also provides more than 1 billion a year in sales, a total that grew more than 60% in 2025 and 90% in the first quarter. Yeah. Okay, good. I got your signal there. And okay. And Texas Instruments expects profit in the second quarter of $1.07 to $2.05 a share, compared with the average Wall Street prediction of $1.57. Yeah. First quarter sales increased 19% to 4.83 billion, generating a profit of $1.68 a share. Okay, that's Texas Instruments. That's coming up as well. And also, Nokia says Europe is going to fall behind the US and China on AI data center build out. We'll talk about that. But also, I want to show you this. Nokia, that we haven't heard of in a long time, shares hit a 16-year high after beating the earnings beat. Okay, so stay tuned for that one. Nokia raised the growth targets for its AI business on Thursday after they beat market expectations for quarterly comparable operating profit, sending its shares 16 higher. Yeah. Comparable operating profit jumped 54% to 281 million in the first quarter of 2026. That was above the average estimate of 250 million from analysts. Nokia's shares rose nearly 7%, touching their highest price since April 2010, when it was still known as a phone company. Yeah. So we'll take a look at them. Interesting. And also right here, we talked about United. They're slashing their forecast for 2026 because of fuel costs. Same thing with Southwest. Also, we'll talk about Nvidia, and they're backing an AI company called Vast Data right here. Yeah, Vast Data announced a $1 billion funding round at $30 billion valuation on Wednesday with Nvidia among those backing it. Vast makes software infrastructure for managing large amounts of data with focus on AI applications. The company says it supports projects powering millions of GPUs. Customers include CoreWeave, Mistral, and the U.S. Air Force, and Cursor. Yeah. Okay. Halo, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'll get it after the stream. After Tim. Oh, yeah. Not a tiny threat. Yeah, I see your message. Yes, it did. I actually reported on that yesterday. It wasn't much, but it did. We'll be checking out Apple as well. Okay. But yeah, it did. To answer your question, yes, it did. And yeah, the fresh round sees Vast more than triple the 9.1 billion in valuation it hit when it raised in 2023. Right here, yeah. So we'll be looking at Nvidia as well, and IBM. We'll look at them also. IBM shares dropped as the company beats. Right here. Yeah, their shares slipped 6% in extended trading on Wednesday. Here's how the company did right now. Earnings per share $1.91 adjusted versus $1.81 expected. Revenue was at 15.92 billion versus 15.6 billion expected. Yeah, IBM's grew 9% year over year. and net income of 1.2 billion or $1.28 per share increased 1.06 billion or $1.12 per share in the fourth quarter of 2024. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Again, not a tiny threat. Just hang with me. It'll be soon. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Not too long. Yeah. And it's. Yeah. Thank you for those. I appreciate those likes and those shares. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah. So that's IBM, and then right here, also looking at Microsoft, they expand their AI footprint in Australia with $18 billion investment. Right here, Microsoft on Thursday announced a 25 billion Aussie dollar, 18 billion US dollar investment into Australia's digital infrastructure, which will see the technology giant partnering with Canberra on initiatives like spanning cybersecurity, workforce upskilling, and AI development. And touting its largest ever investment in Australia, Microsoft said it would expand adoption of its Azure cloud computing infrastructure in the country by more than 140%, by the end of 2029. Interesting, right? The partnership would also see Microsoft expanding existing collaborations with government entities like Australian Signals Directorate, Australia's Signals Intelligence Agency. Yeah. So, yeah, that's quite the expansion. And we talk a little bit about Google because they're unveiling new chips. Also, if you're into makeup, here's one. L'Oreal stock jumps 9% after the impressive earnings track. The largest cosmetics company, the world's largest cosmetics company, L'Oreal, jumped up 10% after it reported strong growth ahead of expectations. Organic sales rose 7.6% in the first quarter to $14 billion compared to expectations of around 3%. Yeah, and yeah, we'll get to that. And then right here also talk about ServiceNow. I get a lot of questions about ServiceNow. Let's see. Okay. Sanad, I'm not sure. I don't understand your question, Sanad. Yeah. DP Diver. Yes. Let me know which company you're looking at. Okay. Talking about ServiceNow, they just dropped 14%. We'll get into that. First quarter revenue, let's see, earnings per share on ServiceNow, 97 cents adjusted versus 96% expected. Revenue was 3.7 billion versus 3.77 billion versus 3.74 billion expected. Revenue for the quarter grew 22% year over year. The company reported $469 million in net income. But right here, let's see, the company reported quarterly subscription revenues of 3.67 billion, slightly above the 3.65 billion expected by FactSet. Now, but yeah, they just dropped 14% as their subscription revenue takes a hit from the Iran war. Okay, now here we go. Also, if you have questions or comments about the gold or silver, that's one. Let's see, user. Yes, we'll look at that one too, for sure. Now that oil is back up above $104, well, actually, Brent is at 103. But when the oil goes up, the value of the dollar goes up, and inversely, since gold and silver are priced in dollars, they go down, and that's also why. Right now, gold is dropping. It's down 0.8%, down at $4,698. Silver also dropped $3.17, down to $74. So we'll look at them as well. But yeah, that's affecting a lot of things right there. Okay, let's see. Hero, hello. Okay, what I can do, user 464, I can look those up for you. That's what I can do. And then if you have questions about those, just contact me outside the stream, okay? Okay, that's what I can do. Yeah. Okay, now let's get to some of these tickers. sounds. EGY. Okay. EGY, I got you. If you have any other, yeah, deep diver, you love oil, that's good. Yeah, if you have, I was a diver in the oil field. Oh, cool. DP diver. Thanks for sharing that. That's interesting. Yeah, that does, Uzi 4679. Yeah, that does sound tough. Feel free to share more thoughts about the DP diver. And if you have other tickers, other ticker symbols, just drop those in the comments. I'm getting to those right now. Okay. All right, no problem. Thank you again for those likes and those shares. Okay, let's get right over here. I put your questions in order. So the first question I got was Evolve Technologies. That's the first one. For the person that asked me about Evolve Technologies, if you are still in the stream, this one is for you. And right here, dun, dun, dun. Evolve Technologies Holdings engages in the manufacture and development of security screening products. It also provides AI-based security screening solutions for industries, including casinos, industrial workplaces, schools, and ticketed venues. So that's Evolve Technologies. Okay, there you go. Oh, okay, that's you. Okay, Take Back Oregon. Thank you very much. Okay, here we go. And yeah, let me. They right now they went from 5.02. Now they're at 6.78. And actually, Take Back Oregon, they in pre-market they're down to 6.72 from 6.78. But yeah, they're actually went from 5 to 6.78. Pre-market they're just down a little bit, 6.72. About now after this info. Let's see. Zach Miller. Let me give me the ticker symbol, please, Zach Miller. I'll look it up. And then, for example, you have a good question, but for those kinds of questions, I answer those outside the stream. I can look at information. I can look up the information about the company in the stream, but because of the algorithm, any thoughts and insights, I have to do that outside the stream. So if you want, you can always message me, and I can give you more insights. But send me the ticker symbol. Okay, now it's a ticker. Okay, got it, Zach. I'll get to that. Okay. I have a bunch of tickers to look at, but Zach, I'll get to that one soon. And then if you want, you can ask me questions later. Okay, so here we are. Taking Back Oregon. Yeah, it's at 6.72 pre-market. And look at this RSI right here. It's sitting here at 71, 72, still overbought. And right here, volume is at 2.09 million. Market cap is at 1.22 billion. Yeah, and if you want, right here, they don't have the Q1 earnings yet. So, but yeah, also, okay, thank you very much. Okay. There you go. Thank you for those likes and those shares. I appreciate it. And yeah, okay. And the person that asked about this one. Yeah, Loeb Sciences. Who asked me about Loeb Sciences? Loeb Sciences, a biopharmaceutical company which engages in the discovery and development of transformative medicines to treat rare diseases. It evolves in drug research and development and using non-hallucinatory doses of stabilized psilocybin, based compounds to address. Interesting. Whoever sent this. Let's see, how now, Jax, got it, okay, MCD, how now, Jax, I got your message, got it, okay, and again, I've got these all in order, I'm getting to them, just stay with me, okay, you explain the one to herself, Sabrina, it depends on what you're doing. Right now in this live stream, I just give out general information. I look up a lot of general information just as an educational channel. But if you want more, if you have more curious questions, contact me outside the stream because the algorithm will actually restrict my channel if I give out information like that. So yeah, just contact me if you want. Nvidia. Yes, we'll be looking at Nvidia as well, okay, for the person asked about Nvidia. Okay. Yeah, Nvidia is coming up. Don't worry, that's coming. Okay. Let's see. No problem, Sabrina. No problem. It's okay. I'm just answering a lot of these messages. Um, yeah. Just message me afterwards and I'll get back to you, okay? Sorry. Okay, this is Loeb Sciences, and for the person that asked about this one, yeah, right now Loeb Sciences is at, as you can see right here, 0.08. Right now it's on a tear. It's going up on the RSI, sitting here at 70. Volume is at 215,000 and market cap is at 21 million, okay? For the person that asked about Loeb Sciences. And then, right here, let's see. Sorry, let's see. You know, I remember I worked for Global Industries. TX, it's Uzi 4679. I got you. TXT, okay. And Miss YouTube, hello. I worked for Global Industries. Then we were bought by TechNet a couple years ago. Got it. Okay. DP Diver, got you. You know what you're going to say when you don't know what the hell you should do. Interesting. Yeah, you should diversify. Didn't just pass something that's going to make that. Let's see. Yeah. But oh yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes. I saw that too. A brief introduction, please. New here. Oh, it was LOBEF. That was a company. Yeah. LOBEF. Loeb. Yeah, that was a company. Yeah. Miss Utubi, brief introduction, please. Welcome. This is the channel where we talk about everything U.S. news, headlines. We also look at some of the companies in the news and headlines, and we also look at some of the companies that you ask us about. So basically, it's an educational channel, and we do a lot of stuff during the stream that can help you get an understanding of what's going on in the news, and then how to look at some of these companies on TradingView. And if you have more questions, you can always go to my homepage. There's a link there to contact me. If you have questions or comments, that's fine too. But that's an intro for you. Here we go. Okay, now looking right here at where was it? Oh yeah, Realty Income Corporation. Who asked me? Somebody asked me about Realty Income Corporation. If you're still in the stream, this one is for you. Okay, right here, Realty Income Corporation is a real estate company which engages in generating dependable monthly cash dividends from a consistent and predictable level of cash flow from operations. All right. Now looking at this one, it had recently gone from 59 all the way up here to 65, and right now it has corrected. It's down to 63 right now pre-market. Yeah. Burgers, yes, we're getting to Nvidia soon. That one's on the list. I've got actually a list of ticker symbols to look through, and Burgers, Nvidia is there too. Yeah. Okay, right now you can see that in the RSI. If you want just a brief introduction of a couple indicators to look at, Miss YouTube, thank you for this kind. No problem. Welcome. Enjoy the show. One of the indicators we look at is the relative strength index, and this is the 70 line, this is the 30 line, and this is the neutral consolidation area right in here. So above the 70, again, it's one of those areas where it becomes overbought. The 30 becomes oversold. And again, they can stay way overbought or way oversold, just like this one right here. Way overbought before they actually correct and come down. And they can go way oversold before they actually rebound and come back up. That's just part of it. That's why I say it's just a guide. And again, this is another one. They call it the MACD, Moving Average Convergence Divergence. Basically, the blue MACD line, when it crosses the red signal line going down, you will see the downward chart pattern. And when it crosses the signal line going up, you will see the upward chart pattern, as you see right here, right there, and right there. That's a super oversimplified introduction, but it is what it is. If you want more insights about how to use indicators or which ones to use, how they work, etc., feel free to just message me. But yeah, the RSI, moving average convergence, divergence, relative strength index, fun stuff. And if you want some more information about chart patterns, like for example, here's your head, left shoulder, right shoulder. This is the head and shoulders, and it pushes the pattern down. Not a shampoo commercial. People say that all the time. I don't make the names. I just find the patterns. But yeah, there's the head and shoulders, and there's also the reverse. There's a reverse head and shoulders as well. I'll show you that one later on. And then, for example, there is the double bottom. I can show you that right here. Here is right here, double bottom. These two come down, they touch the same point. There's your double bottom neckline to push it up. So a double bottom, the sellers lose momentum and the buyers bang take over. And then you also have what we call a double top, where the buyers lose momentum and then the sellers take over and it goes down. Okay, so that's all coming up, and I can show you more. Here's another example of a double bottom to push the chart pattern up right there. And yeah, bum bum bum. Anyway, if you want more patterns, just reach out and ask. But yeah, Reality Income Corporation right here, volume is at 5.4 million, market cap is at 59 billion. If you want more information about earnings or revenues or profits, just ask. Let's see right here. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, we also had a question about this one. BROS right here. Bros. Okay, here we go. And again, if you have questions about company, just put the ticker symbol in the comments and we'll go with those. Dutch Bros, here we go. The person that asked me about this one, BROS, Bros. Dutch Bros engages in operating and franchising drive-through shops that focus on handcrafted, thank you very much for those likes, handcrafted beverages. It operates through the company-operated shops and franchising and other segments. The company-operated shop segments consist of coffee shop sales to customers, etc. Headquartered in Arizona. Interesting. Thanks for asking about this. Right now, for the person asked, it's at 56. As you can see, it's on a small rebound going from 50 on up to 56. Pre-market though, it's down to 55.4. Yeah, and pretty neutral on the RSI. It's right now hovering at 57. Okay, and let's see. Greetings, Utam Nayak. If you have a company ticker symbol, just drop it in the comments there. I'll be happy to look up whatever company you're looking at. Okay, we've got a lot to cover. I'm going through these fast. If you want more information, just reach out. Yeah, Bros jumped 5.1% after Iran reopened the Strait of Hormuz. Crude oil fell, easing input cost pressure and potentially improving Dutch Bros operating margins for traders to monitor. Right now, their volume is at 3.98 million. Market cap is at 9.2 billion. Kiking. That's a good question. But again, this is an educational channel. This is, for example, if you have a question like that, just send me a message and we can talk outside the stream. The stream here is for education, just sharing information. I don't make recommendations during the stream. But if you want, Kiking, we can talk later and we can talk about what your goals and strategies are as far as why you're looking at which company and what you really want to do, okay? So that's an option. SSB. Okay. Okay. You, Tom, let me know if you have a question about a company, okay? Let's see. Irfan, yes, interesting question, but this channel is for U.S. news headlines and U.S. companies, okay? But yeah, thanks for the question. Okay, again, Dutch Brothers right here. Let's go on to the person that asked me about who was it over here? QB. I think it was somebody over here on YouTube. You asked about QBTS, I think. Dun, dun, dun. D-Wave Quantum, I think it was over here on YouTube. D-Wave Quantum, here it is, if you're curious about it, engages in the development and delivery of quantum computing systems, software, and services. It provides customers with access to the company's quantum computing systems via the cloud in the form of quantum computing as a service. It offers professional services such as customer assistance in identifying and implementing quantum computing applications. Okay, okay, Irfan, AMD, and Google. Okay, you're on the list. Okay, you are on the list. Thank you for asking. Okay, hang with me, Irfan. I have a list of company tickers to look at, and yours will be coming up. Okay, right here. Okay, D-Wave Quantum. Actually, you also just rebounded. You went. Here we go. Went from 13 on up to, yeah, you hit as high as 22. Right now, D-Wave Quantum is sitting here at 21. Pre-market though, it dropped to 20.84, and you can see that in the RSI. RSI went from oversold down there at 24, jumped up on the RSI to 70, and then corrected down to 63. Okay, so there's that. That's D-Wave Quantum. Again, if you have a ticker symbol you want me to look at, drop it in the comments, and I'm happy to look it up for you. We are in that part of the program now. We were looking up all the symbols, okay? So D-Wave Quantum, and where was it right here? Okay. Oh yes, I'm sorry. For the person that asked me about Samsara, here we go. This is for you if you're still here. Samsara develops internet-connected sensor systems. It combines plug-and-play sensors, wireless connectivity, and cloud-hosted software integrated for deployment. The company was founded by John Beckett in San Francisco. Okay, cool. There we go. This is Samsara for the person that asked. Yeah, it actually recently went from right here, 25, jumped up to, where is it, 32, but now in pre-market it's at 31. And you can see that on the RSI going from 31 over here to 57. Still pretty neutral at the moment, okay? That's Samsara. And if you're asking about the, right now volume is at 5.4 million, market cap is at 18.6 billion right there. And if we go right over here, yeah, here's your, you can kind of see, yeah, right over here, here's your double bottom, and then neckline, and that pushes that up. And then here's your head, left shoulder, right shoulder, that pushes that down. Again, if you want more chart patterns, just feel free to ask Samsara. And somebody, you asked me about Apple. Okay, for the person that asked me about Apple, this one's for you. Let's see. Okay. Great USD. For example, what I can do, I can look that up for you. And then if you want, we can talk more about that outside the stream. This is, during the stream is really just for more educational purposes and not so much what I'm doing or what I'm suggesting or what I'm recommending, okay? But yeah, I'll look that up for you, okay? So here we go, Apple. Right now, somebody asked me about how Tim Cook stepping down might have affected Apple. And yeah, it did. Actually, if you look right here, yesterday it dropped, went from 271 down to 265 thereabouts. But then, okay, Feezy, I got your message. Sorry if I missed any other messages. Okay, Feezy, ES. Okay, you're on the list. Okay. Feezy, just stay with me for a few minutes. I'll get to it. I have a bunch of ticker symbols ahead of yours, but I'll get to yours too. Don't worry. But yeah, for the person that asked me about Apple, did Tim Cook stepping down affect it? Yes, it did drop. But again, let's see. Yesterday it already rebounded. It dropped and then it rebounded. It's already 273. And it rebounded back up to 273. And then pre-market it's at 272. So basically, it's already made up for what it lost. It was just a small loss anyway, but it's already rebounded. Okay, thank you very much. And yeah, you can see that trend also right here in the RSI. It went up to 65 on the RSI, dropped down to 56. Now it's back up to 62. Yeah, so again, your update on Tim Cook. Apple said Tim Cook will step down September 1st with John Turnus taking over. And right now volume is at 43.25 million, market cap is at 4 trillion. Okay, and let me show you a couple things right here. Yeah, if you're looking for, again, you can kind of see on this one, sometimes these chart patterns, they push it one way and then the other one pushes it back the other way. I'll show you an example of that right here. Here is your head, left, right shoulder right there, bang. And then right here, here's your head, left shoulder, right shoulder, neckline, pushing it back up, okay? So the head and shoulders, again, not a shampoo commercial, pushes it down, and the reverse head and shoulders pushes it back up. You'll see the same things a lot of time in these chart patterns. You'll see a double top, push it down, where the buyers lose momentum and the sellers take over, and then when it comes down, the sellers lose momentum, and then bang, pushes it back up. A lot of times those balance each other out, okay? Yeah. And there's a lot more of these chart patterns I could show you. Again, here's one right here. Here's your double bottom. Here's your neckline and the double bottom, bang, pushes it back up, okay? And if you want more, here we have more head and shoulders right there, pushing it down. Dun, dun, dun. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Always the best time to be awake. Yeah. And again, this is an educational channel. Nobody's here to sell you anything. This is strictly for education. So hopefully everybody enjoys it. Hopefully everybody feels free to open and ask questions. We're trying to build a nice community of people, like-minded people that are asking and learning along the way. So feel free to always ask and to share. Okay. But yeah, for the person that asked me about Apple, there's that. And then let's see, somebody asked me about Oracle too. Okay, let's look at Oracle. Oracle right here. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, right here. Oracle, this is an interesting chart. If you have Oracle, it was going down. It went all the way from 332 down to 139, but it recently rebounded to 187. For the person that asked me about Oracle, it went from 187. Pre-market, it's at 182, okay? So rebounded from 135 up to 187, now it's at 182. And you can see that right here in the RSI. It went all the way down to 37, now it jumped back up, overbought to 72. And little update here, if you go to the bottom right on TradingView right there, you'll be able to see right here. Right. Oracle expanded its Google Cloud partnership at Google Cloud Next 2026 to support scaling agentic AI for enterprise workloads, etc. Volume right now is at 32.45 million. Market cap is at 539 billion. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Hien, I got your message. MACD. Okay. I'll look at your ticker symbol in a minute. I've got it. Yeah. Give me one moment. I've got many other symbols to look at, but I'll get to yours too, Hien. Don't worry. Okay. That's Oracle. And next one is HOD. It's for taking notes. Yeah. Uzi4679, great attitude. Take some notes, enjoy the show. And if you have things that you want to share, by all means, feel free to share it right there. Somebody asked me about HOD. Right now, HOD is sitting here at 1.38. And look at all the volume on that one right there. Volume is at 17.65 million. It went from oversold at 14 up to now. It's sitting here at 37.5 on the RSI. And then HOU. HOU. Right there. You asked me about HOU. Right now, HOU is sitting at 21.3, and volume right now is at 4.49 million. You can see all that trading volume, and it went from an RSI of overbought at 90 down here to 51, very, very neutral. Okay, and then also EGY, Valco Energy. Oh, thanks for whoever said this one. Thanks for sharing it. Puma, greetings, and good morning to you too. And right here, Valco Energy. for the person that asked, is an independent energy company which engages in acquisition, development, and production of crude oil. It operates through Gabon, Egypt, Cote d'Ivoire, Canada, and Equatorial Guinea. Interesting. So, Valco Energy, here you go. Right now, it's actually, yeah, nice chart. It went from 3.5 and then bang, it jumped right up, went all the way up to 6.7, dropped down to 5.13. Now it rebounded back up to 6, and it's still pre-market at 6 as well for the person that asked about this. And look at this RSI. This is why I say the RSI is just a guide. Look at this. It went super overbought. It was all the way up at 87. Then it again drops down, goes up to overbought again, drops down, and now it's sitting here at 53. So it's very volatile, but that's why I say look how that RSI, again, the overbought, oversold, it's just a guide. Interesting though, right here, volumes at 2.02 million, market cap's at 630 million as well. And okay, again, if you want more information on that, feel free to ask. Right here, Valco Energy, what are they doing? Let's see, I'm curious. Right here on the earnings, yes, they are missing their, they're not getting their earnings expectations. But yeah, okay, that's Valco. Oh, also somebody asked me about really quickly get the ServiceNow. Yeah, ServiceNow is also in the headlines, and we were going to go over that in the program as well. For the person that asked me about ServiceNow, here you are. Most people know about it, but in case you don't, ServiceNow engages in the provision of an end-to-end workflow automation platform for digital businesses. Its Now platform is cloud-based solution embedded with artificial AI and machine learning. The company, okay, yes. Again, for those of you just jumping on and wondering what the heck this is everything U.S. news, headlines, markets, and if you have a question about a company, a ticker symbol, or something in the news, just drop it in the comments and we go through it. Let's keep it going. ServiceNow right now, recently, wow, look at this chart pattern. It's been dropping. And recently just rebounded right here from 83 on up to 103. Yeah, the person asked about this. Yeah, it went from 103, but pre-market it's at 88. Yeah, pre-market it's at 88. Thank you very much for those likes and those shares. I appreciate it. It just dropped. Yeah, so that's why you're asking me about it. For the person that asked, feel free to contact me. We'll talk more about this outside the stream. That was Deep Diver. That was me. They just sidetracked while I hit more. Got it. Yeah. I get you. Very good. Okay. Thank you, Deep Diver. And also looking at the RSI. If you look at the RSI right here, it's 23. Went all the way down, super oversold. 23. Rebounded right now on the RSI. It's at 51. Super neutral. Yeah. ServiceNow secured a $4 billion unsecured term loan led by JP Morgan to fund the by loan mature. There we go. Volume is at 35.7 million. Market cap is at 107 billion. Yeah. Let's see. Esoteric drip. Good question. On that, I would have to look that up. I don't have a whole lot of information on that. So thank you for asking. But at the moment, I don't have a whole lot of information. If you want more information, I can message you after I look up some stuff. But that's not really my thing. But I can't. If you message me, I'll look up some information for you and give you some feedback. But at the moment, I don't have a lot. But thanks for asking. Okay. And yeah, volume right for ServiceNow, volume is at 35.7 million. Market cap is at 107 billion. Yeah. And let's see, do they have a Q1 out yet? Yeah. So quarterly for Q1, they actually equaled their expectations. So ServiceNow did equal expectations for their earnings. Okay. And Deep Diver. Yo, okay, that was you. Valco was you too. Got it. Yeah, no problem. Let me know if you have other ones, Deep Diver. I'm happy to help out. And yeah, you're making it interesting. You ask good questions, good tickers. Chris Mark, BA. I don't understand your question, Chris Mark. Is that BA? Right now, I'm looking at service now on TradingView. I don't really understand your question. And Joseph Rose, Joseph Jose, hello. Yeah. Chris, can you elaborate on your question if you can? Okay. Right here. Okay. Service now, MCD. Got it. Okay. Somebody asked me about this one right here. Interesting. McDonald's Corporation. I think we're all familiar with that. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. For example, got it. Dun, dun, dun. I just wasn't aware of that. The ticker. Yeah. For example. Yeah. Okay. No problem. Thanks for giving me the ticker. It wasn't. Or I was like, I wasn't sure what you were saying. BA. Got it. Okay. Yes, actually, it is in the program. I haven't done it yet because yeah, it's in the news recently. Yes, I got you, Chris. Yeah, here we go. I've got you on the list though, Chris. Give me a moment to get to that. And right here, so for the person asking about McDonald's right now, volume right now is at 2.85. Market cap's at 213 billion. And if you look right here, RSI actually went oversold to 30. And then right now it's back up to 36. If you look right here, yeah, here's your nice head and shoulders to bring this chart downward. Bang, look at that. And it went from 301, then it rallied back up to 312, and now it just dropped again back here to 299, 300. Yeah, pre-market, McDonald's is at 301 for the person that asked me about this. Yeah, interesting question. I don't get this one very much. Yeah. But yeah, it just recently had the head and shoulders pattern to push it down. And yeah, let's go on. Okay. Somebody also asked me about, oh yeah, because Bitcoin had just recently rallied. So somebody asked me about Bitcoin because yeah, recently it has been jumping up. It went from, where is it? Right here, 65 on up to 78. Recently just had a small pullback down to 77,590. But yeah, for the person that asked me about Bitcoin, it has been rallying ever since like March 31st. Yeah, it basically broke out of its consolidation phase. Look at that right there, above that. Yeah, interesting. And right now volume is at 334. Market cap is at 1.5 trillion. And let's see. Let's go back here. Yeah, Textron. Let's look at it. Got it. Zico. Got it. Thanks for the message. Okay. And right now, Textron is a multi-industry company which leverages a global network of aircraft, defense, industrial, and finance businesses to customers. It operates through aviation, Bell Systems, industrial, cool, and finance. Thanks for asking about this. Right now, the RSI is sitting here at, I sold Indian cement call options with markets closing just now. Okay, Sandy, I got your comment. Thanks for the comment. Again, for this streaming platform, this is just an educational streaming platform. I really don't do recommendations or advice on this. I just share information. But if you want, you can go to my YouTube homepage. There's my information there. You can contact me, reach out, and I can talk more specifically about that outside the stream, okay? The algorithm on the platform would restrict my channel. It would ding me if I say anything suggestive, yeah. So thanks for understanding. I appreciate that. Okay, and right here, Textron, here we go. Yeah, right here, RSI sitting here at 46, and then, oh, wow, yeah, it went from 85 up to 93, and then back down to 89, yeah. And pre-market, it's still sitting at 89 as well. For the person that asked about Textron. Textron's volume is at 1.4 million. Market cap is at 15.5 billion as well. And 1 second, I'll grab some water. Okay, moving on. Let's see. AMD. Yeah, I was also asked about AMD. For the person that asked about AMD, here it is. Hopefully you're still in the stream. Advanced Micro Devices, right here. Yeah, this is one that's just been launching up. For example, complete rebound from 194 up to 303. Pre-market, it's at 301 for the person that asked. And also right here, the RSI is super overbought at 80.81. Yeah. And Q4 revenue, 10.2 billion and up 34% year over year. Data center sales hit a record of 5.3 billion and the stock jumped 4% after the results. Volume right now is at 49 million. Market cap is at 494 billion. Yeah. Okay. Putting on my blue light blocking glasses in case you're asking what these are. Yeah, these help with the blue light. Let's go right here. Let's see, do they have a Q1 release yet on this? Okay, AMD does not yet have a Q1 release, but Q4 and Q3 and Q2, all quarters did beat the earnings expectations, in case you're curious about that. And also we'll go here. I was asked about Google as well. Here we are. The person that asked me about Google, it is also on a rebound. It went from 273 up here to 339, and pre-market it's down to 337, but it has rebounded pretty well recently. And also here on the RSI, it went recently from 25 up here, got overbought, and in this correction here, you see that in the price chart, overbought. Down here, it corrected to 66 on the RSI. You can see that. And Google launched a Tensor Processing Unit 8T and TPU 8i. It can do 3x the pod compute versus the prior generation. 80% better inference cost performance, scalable to thousands of chips. Coming to Google Cloud later this year. Volume is at 20.29 million. Market cap is at 4.1 trillion. And I wonder if they have a Q1 yet also. Finkel-Star. Okay, I see your note here. Did I miss anybody else's message? Okay, Finkel-Star. We haven't done Sophie. We'll get it here coming up. See, Finkel-Star, give me about 5 or 10 minutes because your ticker's coming up, but not right now. But it's on the list. Thank you, Finkel-Star. Yeah, so Alphabet does not yet have a Q1, but let's see. And somebody, let's see, Uzi 469, you're welcome. My high school ex-dad worked for ATI, aka AMD. Oh, okay. Actually, thanks for sharing that, Uzi 469. We can also, might as well look at those. Yeah, AMD. Yeah. What were your high school ex-dad, did he ever say anything about what it was like working with AMD? World Free Speech, you're on the list, got you. Let me know if he enjoyed working at AMD or not so much, or if he said anything. I'd be curious. But yeah, okay. And XRP. Okay, yeah. Somebody asked me about XRP. XRP right now here at the moment is basically consolidating. You can see that right there. And it's at 87.13 at the moment. Yeah, looking right there at the very neutral stage of 53 on the RSI. Yeah, and then also ES. For the person that asked me about ES, if you're still in the stream, this is for you. Yeah, now I understand why you asked me. ES jumped from 6,380 all the way up here. Bang! It jumped up to 7,167. Right now it's at 7,135. Interesting on that. And overbought on the RSI at the moment. Yeah, ES and got it. And right here, bum, bum, bum. Right here, Boeing. For the person that asked me about Boeing, yes. I wasn't sure what BA was at the moment when you caught me off guard. But yeah, Boeing. They posted revenue growth from defense and commercial. Company report a $694 billion backlog right here. Got it. 188 up here to 231. Pre-market, the person asked about Boeing is 230, Mr. Boeing. So there's that. And also, here's a quick, for looking for other chart patterns. There's one right here. Here's your reverse head, left shoulder, right shoulder, and neck, and then bang, it jumps up right there. And yeah, here you go. Moving over here, well, you get the idea. If you, there's many more. But yeah, right now on the RSI, this thing is sitting here. Actually, it's 62. Neither, it's not neutral, but it's not overbought either. And right now, volume is sitting here at 15.7 million. Market cap is sitting here at 181.7 billion as well. Okay, so there's that. Amon, let's see. Okay. Did I miss any other comments? Okay. Anyway, there's that. There's Boeing. Also, yeah, I got asked about Sophie. Sorry for the wait on this. For the person that asked me about Sophie, I know you've been waiting a while. Here you go. Sophie Technologies. Yeah, if you're not aware about Sophie, it is a popular one. It's a financial service platform which engages in the provision of student loan refinancing options to the private student loan market. It operates through lending technology and financial services. Let's see. Okay. Yes, we're going to talk about gold here later on in the program, because gold is dropping because oil is up. And MBLY market circle. Okay, MBLY. I got you on that. MBLY. Okay, that's coming. Okay, and oh, Lucas. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, okay, yes. Actually, let's take a look at that real fast, Lucas. Right here. Yeah, S&P. Yeah, we just hit a record on that one, S&P. Yeah. Actually, Lucas, it went right here from 6,338, new record all-time high. Yeah, 7,000. Right now it's at 7,137. Yeah, and also Nvidia, since we're talking about that one as well. Nvidia also is still holding very confidently above that psychological 200 barrier. Yeah, because Nvidia had been shifting around, just like S&P had been shifting around the 7,000 mark, and now it's just boom, hitting the all-time highs. The same thing. Let's see. Amir, thank you very much. Glad you like the glasses. These are not fun glasses. These are actually blue light blocking glasses for my eyes. With all the blue light from the screens and phones. Yeah, that's what they're for. Crisis TIVC. I'll look it up. TIVC. Yeah, I'll look it up. Give me just. I think we go higher. We're analyzing the candles. Okay, got it. Thanks, Lucas. Thanks for your thoughts. Yeah, but right here, it's sitting 202 in pre-market. Nvidia is also at 202, and yeah, interesting how it was always teetering around that 200 and even dropping back down a little bit, and now it's staying confidently above it, just like the S&P around that 7,000 mark. Little update here from TradingView. Nvidia struck a $20 billion licensing deal with AI chip firm Grok and will co-produce servers with Grok later this year. Deal centers on licensing and joint server hardware production. Nvidia's volume is at 107.5 million and market cap is at 4.92 trillion. Derek, okay, got you. Intel and Netflix. Got it. I've got a couple other ticker symbols in front of yours, but that's coming. Is the price using? Got it. Okay, that's coming up. Thank you very much for those likes and those shares. And okay, it's Nvidia right now. And get back to we just did Sophie. Also, we talked a lot about Tesla in the news. Tesla also right now, just to give you the update on this one, they did rebound from 343 up to, well, they got up to about 405, and then now they've been falling right down here. They're at 387 pre-market, they're at 376. TIBC, here we go, TIBC, yeah, right here. For the person, okay, crisis, TIBC, right here, pre-market, it's at 122, and actually it just jumped up from 1.14. So you're asking about that. Again, I can show you the information here if you want. If you're asking questions about my personal insights or personal thoughts, contact me outside the stream, because this is an educational channel and I get restricted or dinged if I say anything that might sound like a suggestion. And so there. Kira, that's what this is for. If you have a question, you can contact me here outside the stream. Yeah. So having said that, let's go back here. Okay, that's TIVIC, and if you want further information, just message me. But going back here to Tesla, right here, yeah, Tesla automotive sales rose 20% year over year. Total revenue grew as services and higher ASPs gained share. Yes. Right now, their volume is at 62.3 and market cap is at 145, 1.45 trillion. Yeah. And okay. And right now, if you do, they have the Q1 yet released? Yeah, the Q1 finally got released, and here it is. For those of you looking for the Q1 on Tesla, Q1 did beat the expectations on their earnings. So, there's that. Also, right here, too bad. Let's see. I asked about Textron. Another guy asking about Boeing. This is fun. Uzi469. Yes. Papa, welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you for the message. DSV. Okay. Hold on one second. Papa, thank you very much. DSV. Discovery Silver Corp. Okay. Yes. Got you on Discovery Silver Corp. Thank you very much, Papa. Too bad Airbus is your mark. Uzi4679. Yes, I get you on that. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, just message me here outside the stream and we can talk more. Okay, Kira. And right here, going back here, looking at Tesla, we did that one. Also, MBLY. Somebody asked me about MBLY. Here's that. Mobileye Global Incorporated. For the person that asked me, here it is. MBLY engages in the business of developing and deploying driver assistance systems and autonomous driving technologies and solutions. It operates under the Mobileye and other segments. Yeah, there we go. One second. Yeah. DP Diver AKAM. Okay. Okay. DP Diver AKAM. This is for you. Akami Technologies right here, and engages in the provision of cloud services for delivering, optimizing, and securing content and business applications over the internet. It provides Its products include security, web performance, media delivery. Got it. Thanks, DP Diver. And right here, yeah, it actually just fell off a rock. Look at this. It went from basically 118, dropped all the way down here to 88. Now it's rebounded a little bit to 97, but pre-market it's at 96 at the moment. And right here, the RSI is sitting here at 43. Yeah, volume is at 2.79 and market cap is at 14.3. Okay, and also somebody, let's see, Mark, just send me a message here, okay? That's what that's for. If you have a question, just message me there. Thanks, Mark. And then right here, somebody also asked me about Intel. Intel, yes, is in the news right now as well. Yeah, because Intel just is rebounding. Let's see, they went from 40 on up here to 69, and now they've dropped to 65, but pre-market, they jumped up to 66. Yeah, pre-market 66. Intel joins Terafab with SpaceX, in case you're wondering about them. And for robotics and data center AI chips. And right now, the RSI went all the way, exploded up to 77, and then they corrected down here to 68, I'm sorry. And right here, the volume is at 90.2 million. Market cap is at 327 billion. And let's see if they have a Q1 out yet. Q1, no, Q1 is not out yet, but Q4 and Q3 did beat the earnings expectations, and that's Intel. Right now, let's see. See, yes. Thank you, DP Diver. Thank you very much for the comment. And also, somebody asked me about Netflix. Okay, for the person that asked me about Netflix, there you go. Yeah, let's see. Mark, you can see them right here on my screen. Okay, if you have questions about those, let me know. Okay, here we go. Looking at this one, Netflix also recently, they rebound. Let's see. Actually, they just dropped from 107 all the way straight down to 93. But pre-market, they're up to 94. But yeah, they recently just dropped from 108 down to 93. Yeah, and you can see that on the RSI here as well. They were at 79 overbought, and then they went down to 42. Yeah. Netflix board approved the additional $25 billion for share buybacks. Okay, and adding to their prior plan. Let's see. Right now, volume is at 33.69 million. And market cap is at 392 billion right there. And do they have a Q1 release yet? Thank you very much, Mark. Right here, yeah, Q1 really right there. You can see that blew by their expectations. Q1, the blue part is what was actually recorded for the earnings expectations. The gray part is what was expected. So they blew right by that, which makes them look stronger. Q1 really beat it. Yeah, that's Netflix. Also, going back here, thanks for what you, DP Diver, thank you also. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for the likes, the shares, and thanks for asking about some of the companies. Feel free to ask more. And Papa, thanks to you for also dropping in, always helping the channel get stronger. And if you have other, mining company tickers, feel free to share those, okay? Actually, since we talked about oil is sitting here at, okay, so Brent Crude was at 104, now it's at 102. And also, what does that do for, right here, what does that do for gold and silver? Right now, gold and silver are dropping. Right now, gold's at 4,753, silver's at 75.4. The dollar is getting stronger, gold is getting weaker. That's just how it works, because the dollar is tied to oil, and oil gets stronger. So, but let's see, what do you think about Happy Boy Poet? Interesting. Here we go. Got it. Poet Technologies. Dun, dun, dun. Poet Technologies engages in the design, developing, manufacturing, and sale of optoelectric solutions For sensing, data communications, and telecommunications markets, it developed POET optical interposer platform for integration of electronic and photonic devices. Cool. So again, happy 9824. On this channel, I can share with you the information. If you want to know what I'm thinking about this, I can't share it on the stream because the algorithm will pick it up as a suggestion or recommendation and restrict the channel. So if you want, you can go to my homepage on YouTube. There's a link there. You can send me a message. We can talk more about it. But here's the information that you asked for right here. It's at right here. It's at 12.7. Pre-market, it's at 12.23. And it actually just rallied a lot. Let's see, went from 7.3 on up to 12. Interesting. But anyway, there you go. Happy 9824. There's my homepage if you can see that. I'm not sure, but yeah, right there. Anyway, maybe over here if I can get it in the camera. there it is. Go there if you want. Message me. Everybody, thank you for your questions, your comments, your likes, your shares. There you go. It is appreciated. And I will be back on later if you want to join again. See you next time, and good morning.